Hello friends, let's discuss today about transport layer of OSI model. Transport layer is the fourth layer in 7-layer OSI model after network layer. Similar to layer 2 and layer 3, this layer also performs addressing and multiplexing but at transport layer. The core concept behind transport layer is the support of multitasking. It allows same computer, browser and internet connection to work on multiple applications simultaneously. This is achieved through port numbers, transport layer addressing, and multiplexing. Transport layer is in the middle of the OSI model. It is a part of both the lower and upper layer groups. Lower layer group because it involves the transport of data. Upper layer group because its functions are somewhat like high level. PDU at transport layer is called segment. Transport layer performs important functions which are listed here. Transport layer is responsible for layer 4 addressing, which is also called process level addressing. It allows a computer to use multiple network layer protocols simultaneously. It also performs sequencing. Sequencing is a connection oriented service that takes TCP segments that are received out of order and then places them in the right order. Transport layer also performs multiplexing and demultiplexing of data to allow multiple programs to run on same computer using different port numbers. In modern multitasking environments, many network applications need to run on a computer simultaneously. So there should be some mechanism to identify which application should receive the incoming data. To make this work correctly, incoming data from different applications is multiplexed at the transport layer and is sent to the media layers. On the other side of the communication, means at the receiver side, the data received from the media layers is demultiplexed at the transport layer and it is delivered to the correct application. So all of this is achieved using the layer 4 port numbers. The range of the transport layer port numbers is from 0 to 65,535. 65,000 because port number is a 16-bit number and maximum range through which it can span is 65,535. The port numbers are divided into three ranges: well-known ports, registered ports, and private or dynamic ports. Well-known ports span from 0 to 1023. These are the ports which we see in our day-to-day operations. They span from 0 to 1023, and these ports are used by system processes, for example FTP, Telnet, HTTP. You might have heard port number 21, for we use it for FTP, port number 23 we use it for Telnet, and port number 80 when we are browsing the internet for HTTP, and so on. The next category is registered ports. They span from 1023 until 49,151. These ports are assigned by ANA for specific services upon application by a requesting entity. For example, you might have heard about port 8080. Private or dynamic ports. These port ranges from 49,152 until 65,535. These ports are used for private purposes and are not registered with IANA, so everyone can use these port numbers. Well-known port category is the one which we use in our day-to-day operations. These are some of the famous and well-known port numbers. Please follow my ATech website for related detail, cheat sheets, interview questions and answers, quizzes, and many other useful resources on the same topic. Just browse to aurum.com/atech and point to the relevant section. All links are given in the description of this video as well. So other than layer 4 addressing and multiplexing, demultiplexing of transport layer, there are some other functions which are performed by the transport layer. These include error control for the reliable transmission, end-to-end connection management, transmission of data, segmentation of data, flow controls to match the sender and receiver rates, and so on. The protocols at transport layer are listed here. Two most important protocols, of course, are TCP and UDP, the Transmission Control Protocol and User Datagram Protocol. TCP is used for reliable transmission and UDP is used for the fast services. Other protocols at transport layer include SPX, BGP, which uses TCP port 179, ESP for security, Fiber Channel Protocol, iSCSI, SCTP, and so on. Important equipment and components operating at transport layer include firewalls, gateways, load balancers, and so on. Let's summarize the transport layer. It is the fourth layer in 7-layer OSI model. It has important concept of port numbers which we have already discussed in detail. It performs important functions like layer 4 addressing, multiplexing, demultiplexing, sequencing, error control, connection management, transmission, segmentation, flow control, and so on. There are two important protocols at transport layer which are TCP and UDP. Other protocols at transport layer include BGP, ESP, fiber channel, iSCSI, SCTP, and so on. Equipment operating at transport layer include firewalls, gateways, load balancers, and so on. Thanks for watching this video. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel and Facebook page for more and updated videos.